Hawaii's COVID isolation and quarantine periods will soon be cut in half.
Yeah, the State Department of Health announced a revision today following guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. KITV4's A'ali'i Duclo joins us live now to explain the new policy. A'ali'i.
Well, Mika, instead of 10 days, anyone who tests positive for COVID, regardless of vaccination status, will have to isolate for 5 and until symptoms are gone. The same goes if you're unvaccinated and exposed, but anyone who has been boosted or fully vaccinated within the past 6 months do not have to quarantine after an exposure.
We put a lot of thoughtful consideration into this. I think it's really a balance, and our thought is that it would be less burdensome on the residents, and it would be something that people could comply with, and it would help to protect our critical infrastructure.
New rules declared Wednesday for COVID quarantine and isolation periods. Anyone who is exposed to COVID, who is boosted, or has been fully vaccinated in the past 6 months does not have to quarantine. But they will be required to wear a mask for 10 days and test on the 5th day. Those who are exposed but neither boosted nor fully vaccinated will have to quarantine for 5 days instead of 10, wear a mask for another 5, then get tested. If you test positive for COVID, you'll have to isolate for 5 days regardless of whether or not you're vaccinated. After that, you must wear a mask for another 5 days, but don't have to get tested.
But this assumes that your symptoms have resolved and that you're feeling fine. Otherwise, if you still have symptoms, if you're still feeling sick, you need to stay in isolation.
Governor David Ige adds the state is considering changes to other COVID policies as well, such as requiring a booster shot for the Safe Travels program.
The Safe Travels system is a complex system, and we are also evaluating the point at which we would end the program.
Ige says state officials will discuss changes to the Safe Travels program in the coming days, but adds adjustments would take at least 2 weeks to implement. Meantime, the new isolation and quarantine rules go into effect on Monday. A'ali'i Duclo, KITV4 Island News Tonight.